I see some names in the chat that we have been on practically all of these, and that's so cool.
Like the diehards.
Yeah, thank you for being here. It's like every time. So it is the second to last, third to last. We have two more after this live streams. Okay, for the card making with SVGs Plus Summit. Today is also the last day, and it's World Card Making Day. So yay! And no, that was not planned. Just coincidental. But hey.
You should own that, man. Don't just be like, yes, I 100% planned it the last day.
I kind of like that it wasn't like I kind of like that it just turned out that way. It's like
kismet.
Yeah. It's a cool like coincidence. What's the word?
Serendipitous?
Serendipity. Yeah.
Serendipity. Yep. Yeah, it's serendipity. I like that.
Don't ask me any other hard questions like that. I know no other words right now.
All right, so let's introduce ourselves. So I'm Elena with Black Sheep 303 Creative. You can see it back there. Here's my sheep. I am an SVG designer. I primarily design cards. When I started blogging about 10 years ago, I was a traditional card maker, and I made cards with like stamps and dies and inks and markers and all that kind of fun stuff. And then during the pandemic, I transitioned over to SVG designing and have been doing that since then. So I really wanted to create a summit that focused on cards that you make with your like cutting machine, but that we could maybe help you step up a little bit. So either with more advanced techniques, maybe with your cutting machine, like your Cricut or your Silhouette or your Caesar, etc., or incorporating some more traditional card making elements into them as well to give you ideas and ways to kind of jazz up your cards from just simply cutting and gluing together kind of thing. So that is the goal of the summit. I'm very happy that everybody's here. It actually has been quite successful, I think, overall. And I've had a great time with these live streams, and I've loved talking to my fellow crafty people. So let's let them introduce themselves. So Debbie, why don't you introduce, or you're actually probably over here. Debbie, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hey guys, I'm Debbie with Debbie J's Crafting Corner. I love to try to teach you guys how you can use your paper crafting products to do lots of different things. Cards is the main thing that I do a lot of, and I do use a lot of dies and stamps and those kind of things, some of the traditional things, but I have well, thanks to Elena, I'll be honest, it's all her fault that I decided to go beyond just my scan and cut and get a Cricut. It is really her fault. Because, yeah, I got the Cricut Joy, and it fits on my desk, which is perfect because I basically don't leave this space. So it's great for people that don't have a lot of space to work with. But yeah, and it does some things that I didn't realize it could do, and I think that is so really cool. I'm still learning just like you guys. So
and are we all.
I want y'all to come along on that journey and just play, try things out, experiment, all the things. And that's mostly what I try to teach on my channel and all the other things that I do things with, is just to get out there and play and experiment and see how it's going to turn out. I never know how anything's going to turn out until I do it. So don't be afraid of this. This is just paper. If you mess it up, you can use it for Halloween or you can chuck it. It works either way.
True. And from this morning, see, you're helping me build my reputation as a craft collecting enabler.
Okay, Elena is an enabler. So my first summit that I was in with you, I did it on my scan and cut, and then I learned so much about the Cricut Joy, the little bitty machine that fits on my desk. I've actually got it tucked right up in front of me, and it's like this long. This thing is so little, and it does so much. So now if I need a random sentiment and I don't have one, someone recommended one for a card like this last month, and it's like, you know what? I need to make that. That is actually too cute not to do. So I pulled the thing out, and I made a sentiment that I didn't have in my stash, and it drew it. It wrote the whole thing out. It cut it all out, the whole bit, all using my little machine there. So there's a lot of things you can do. And there's nothing wrong with combining traditional with electronic.
Exactly.
They work so great together.
Yeah.
Apparently you're not the only one either, because there's somebody else who has scan and cut and also bought the Joy.
Oh, so, when you got to do extra.
Well, the scan and cut is really big, and if you don't really have space for it, I mean, I have space to use it, but trying to do videos on it is a little bit difficult because the thing is, it's literally like 2 feet long. The thing is huge, and it doesn't really fit. If it doesn't fit on my craft mat, I usually don't use things at my desk. I do need to do more, but it's just more difficult to do it. I can't do something on the fly.
Right.
And I am very much a seat of my pants crafter. I don't know what I'm going to do from one moment to the next.
That's
All right,
okay. No worries.
She's this way. I can't get the. I'm trying to like point at
me, right?
Kelly. We're going to introduce Kelly.
Kelly's that way.
Yes,
I can't figure it out.
I think she's up there. Kelly, introduce yourself.
Hello, everybody. My name is Kelly Rousseau. I'm an absolute sucker for joining these live streams because they are just so much fun. So thank you very much. So thank you so very much, Elena, for having them. Love, love, love them. I live in Cape Town in South Africa. I do specifically cricket tutorials on my channel, and I really love doing print and cut tutorials. My card was on the first day, and I did a print and cut card with gold foil, which I have been happily keeping right next to me. And I hope I've seen you guys have posted so many photos, or so many of you have posted photos of the card that you've made. And I love seeing how, even though, we're all working from the same video, people have taken the same tutorial and the same files and created so many different things. And that's kind of what I love about card making, and the opportunities that you can actually make with it. And as intimidating as print and cut can be at times, I love sharing it and going over it because, it is for me also an advanced card making technique, which is why I really wanted to join this one, because most people don't think to use print and cut, and it is intimidating. I get it, which is why I like to try and demystify it a little bit. So that's me in a nutshell. And every time I say in a nutshell, I always think of Austin Powers when he goes, "Help, I'm in a nutshell, I'm in a nutshell." Anyway, oh, I love that movie. It's so funny. But so that's me.
Like a Brady Bunch thing here with there.
For sure.
I feel like I need to look down and then look up and look to the side.
And Elena, I too am an enabler. Although I like to think of myself as a purveyor of crafting opportunities.
Oh, there you go.
I like those words.
That sounds like very corporate speak for,
Exactly.
It sounds elegant.
Very nice.
It sounds
very
so
nice.
elegant.
Yes.
And I saw that Dee in the chat. The chat will be down there. That Dee said that her husband told her that my card, the card that I designed that she made, which I can design anything, but you made it, so it's your card that you did will be your Christmas card this year, and that just makes me so happy. So thank you very much for sharing. I love that.
Yeah, I've loved seeing all the different cards in the Facebook group, and I love how when people and especially yours for some reason, Kelly, and yours, Aaron, too. People are really changing it up and adding, using different backgrounds, or I love the red foil or the silver foil instead of the gold foil. It's so cool. I just love it.
Exactly. There's just so many opportunities.
Yeah.
Aaron.
Really fun.
Go ahead.
Aaron. Go, Aaron.
Oh, my turn.
You, Aaron.
Me. Hey, everybody, I'm Erin Reed from Erin Who Bakes, and I do lots of content on my YouTube channel, lots of shorts, reels, live content, all the video stuff. That's where I live at. I also I'm wearing my Maker's Retreat shirt from this year. We just finished, this was an event we did last month in September. It feels weird to say that, last month. I spend months getting everything ready, and it's already over. I do in-person and also virtual events. I love helping with all these summits. I'm an educator at a lot of the different summits, and I also work with tons of different brands. And so that's kind of what I'm going to be chatting about today. For instance, the card that I did for the summit, this is the main card, and it was cutting out a stencil and then using some of the Crafters Workshop's pastes. So here is one of the pastes that I was using on that card. And because I did it out of cardstock instead of using the stencil, I wanted to create a 2-for-1 card. So I made a Happy New Year card, and I put some of the 12x12 cardstock that sequin paper, that sequin glitter paper is in the background. And then, I just love printables. I also was an overachiever today because I was like, it's World Card Making Day. I have to put a reel out, at least do something that, because, I know I'm doing this, but I'm like, I'm not on my own channel right now. So I wanted to do something, and I just was sitting here, and it was in my head. It's been in my head for a few days. So the video is going to come out later today. I actually shot it this morning. Like, this is like, it's all happening today. So I made a new card today. And with that is a free printable. Oh my goodness. So this is over at my site. I did get it loaded, and I do have the link for the free printable. I'm just kind of posting it right now. Sometimes my keyboard that I have right here is being stupid. So I will get it loaded here in a minute. It doesn't want to sync up at this minute. Oh, frustrations. So while somebody else is chit-chatting, I will post it in there. Or you know what? I'm just going to post the link. There we go. Okay, well, it's not working for me right now. So while somebody else is chit-chatting, I will grab that link for you guys to grab that free printable. And if you would like to, because it is on a PDF, you can upload it and do the print then cut with it. I use scissors.
She's a fussy cutter.
Well, no, I actually don't like fussy cutting, but the idea of just cutting out the rainbow and the little word at the bottom, it's like two little things for making a singular card. If I was going to do a lot of these cards, or if I was going to do like all four of them, or if it was really intricate, but you know, like a printable like that is not super intricate to do a rainbow and a rectangle. I didn't see the point in that, but I get it. I get why, so let me grab that thing.
Okay.
And I've never done print then cut, so it kind of scares me.
That's okay. I know somebody that makes a couple videos that you could watch that might help you out.
Maybe you could lead me to that direction. Maybe I need a link to know where to go for that.
Cool.
You and Shelly, Erin, are you the print and cut virgin?
I love it.
Speaking of print and cut, Kelly, what is a advanced card making tool or tip or trick you would give the audience? Well, print and cut kind of in itself is advanced.
It is. Yeah. I think it's also because, you can do, like with this card, the bonus freebie that I gave you for this card was a whole page of these little decorations. So it's a case of you print out, I think I have them here somewhere. I mean, would it have been smart to have them on my desk beforehand? Yes. Okay, well, at least they were like at the top of the pile. But now I have a whole bunch of extra these thingies, so I can just kind of bulk make a bunch of cards that follow the same theme, because I've taken one page and cut out several of the designs. So for me, not only is it advanced in terms of like the materials that you're using, the techniques that you're using, but it's also advanced in mindset and like optimization of time, because now you don't have to, fuss and fret about a ton of little tiny elements. You don't have to do 20 different pages. You kind of just print and cut one page, and you can make, I don't know, I think there were like 12 different designs. I mean, you could make 4 cards if you use 3 per card. It's kind of optimizing your time, your paper, everything. So I love a 2-for-1 kind of deal, and this is kind of it. It's 2-for-1
absolutely
type design.
I have a print and cut question, sort of.
Go for it.
I have this idea because you can sublimate onto glitter vinyl. So I'm like, and then I hear you can do it onto glitter cardstock. So I was like, could you print out a sublimation thing, cut it, do it as print and cut, print it out on sublimation paper, cut it out, and then sublimate it onto some glitter cardstock, and then I guess you'd have to fussy cut it out of that. I don't know. Have you done that? Have you sublimated anything onto any print and cut onto cardstock?
I haven't, no, but that's because I don't have a sublimation printer. I mean, my friend that lives just around the corner, she does, just because I wouldn't use it enough. I've been offered, people have been offered to send me printers, and I'm just like, thank you, but no, because I would never, it would just end up clogging up, and the ink would just run through, and it would just, go to waste. So I'd rather go to somebody and have it printed. So that's kind of why I've never really, I've done sublimation on t-shirt. I have this t-shirt that I wear that has a glow in the dark thingy.
Oh, cool, yeah.
so you can sublimate onto glow in the dark, which could be also quite fun on a card if you want to be able to do like a Halloween card or something.
yeah.
A little spooky
good
glow in the dark element could be quite fun. So maybe I should actually do that's my video. I'm taking it. I'm taking the idea. I said it.
I'm just trying to wrap my head around I'm just trying to wrap my head around what Elena is talking about. So you're gonna let's say this is rainbow, right? This image of the rainbow. You want to take that image, you're gonna sublimate it onto a sublimation paper. So you're gonna print it out. You take that, but you don't want it to be flat. You don't want it to be. You wanted to have it some zhuzh. So like on foil or glitter or whatever type of vinyl. So you take that image and you're gonna heat press it onto there so that it transfers onto the vinyl, and then you're gonna cut it out. Is that what you're saying?
Well, no, because I've sublimated on glitter HTV before, but I'm talking about glitter cardstock. Because people tell me that you can do that. Because
coating on glitter card. Well, so sequins in themselves have a polyester coating on them. I do know that. So I would assume that glitter is the same material, just finer.
I think I'm going to have to try that. I have the markers.
I have the dibs markers, on. I call dibs.
But I haven't. Well, I'm not going to do anything print and cut because I don't know that I can actually do that. But I have the markers to be able to do to see if it works onto. I mean, I've heard that you can sublimate onto like notebook covers from the Dollar Tree. I've got them sitting in my stash. I've had them there for about 3 years. Haven't gotten around to it, but I haven't tried it. I haven't even thought about trying to sublimate onto like the silver glitter cardstock that we just get from Michael's or something. Because I have a pack of glitter paper underneath me right now. It's like sits here because I've been using so much glitter. I'm gonna have to try it. I'm gonna have just to see if it works.
Well, somebody
directly
onto the name said that you can sublimate on glitter cardstock.
There's a few.
Yeah, you're not going to write on the glitter cardstock with the sublimation markers, but you would do it onto another piece of copy paper and then press it. But I have not seen anybody do it onto cardstock like that. But
dude, I want to go print one out right now and try it.
Dibs.
Do it.
I mean, like while we're live, I want to be like, let's go.
Yeah, somebody do it. Do it right now.
Yeah, really, we can do it right now. Except my sublimation.
Give me a hot minute. I probably could because I already have stuff. Do you want me to try?
Sure. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, by the way, Erin, I love your images. I love the images that you made for Artistry. By the way, I love the coloring books. I put that on one of my mother-in-law's shirts. She loves it. She loves it. When the big butterfly is so pretty.
Well, Loretta,
give me a hot minute. I'm going to try this. Okay. But here's my question. So I've got like the 12 by 12 cardstock stuff.
Right.
Mm-hmm. We're going to do something on the fly here.
What's the heat temperature threshold for sequins? Does anybody know?
I always look
when it comes to sublimation. When it comes to sublimation, it's like 180 degrees Celsius to 200 degrees Celsius, or 350 to 400, or 370 to 400 Fahrenheit. So just play around with those.
I've seen people do it on like those sequin pillow covers and stuff.
I would do lighter. Lighter
maybe
color,
the silver?
unless you're going to do black.
Do you have like a white or a silver?
Mm-hmm. That's what I was thinking.
This is that sequiny one.
Oh, the chunky glitter.
Oh wow,
that's pretty.
Yeah, it's the one that makes that. I'm going through my stash of 12 by 12 cardstock shop.
Oh, nice.
Love it.
So I'm like, what do I got in here?
Like I have a huge quantity of white glitter cardstock from Michael's because you have to buy it in like a pack of 50 or something. So I want to try it on that.
I wonder if it would work on that.
Oh,
I don't know.
Cool.
Is that like a polyester coating on the paper?
Yeah,
it has to have a polyester. Yeah,
and I don't know what the coating is on that.
It kind of makes sense that might be though.
Yeah,
because laminate sheets, you can do things on laminate sheets. So if you make, let's say you have a wood thing from Dollar Tree and you laminate that, just with your iron or whatever, then you'll be able to sublimate onto that laminate because that is a polyester coating.
Right.
So you can make your own cheap
now
ones.
That's like,
oh wow.
Yeah, I don't know.
It might
if anybody in the audience
really
knows
cool.
if we can use like one of those funky like holographic ones or foil, let us know.
That would be so cool.
That would be
okay.
I've opened up a whole can of worms here now.
Okay.
You did.
It would probably change the.
That's glittery. Yeah, try that one.
The paper though.
I'm gonna go with silver. But now I also am like I'm really tempted.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's Michelle's favorite one, I think. That
Okay.
blue rainbow unicorn or
I don't
whatever
know
it's
what
called.
that one is, but when I put it on its side, like it picks up
Oh, yeah.
every color.
Nice.
Look, you can see my entire studio in
Yeah.
reflection.
Nice.
It's really bright.
All right. So while Erin does
when you-
our experiment, Debbie, have you got another advanced card making tool, tip, or trick you want to share?
Do something so
My
I can put
go-
myself off screen.
I will think of something to say. The one thing I do more than anything that kind of, I feel that it does kind of amp my cards up a bit is use foam on everything. I have a pop-up that shows up in my live streams that says foam is life. But yeah, I always add foam to give that little extra bit of dimension, and I use some thin foam. So you might think, the thicker's the better. Yes and no. If you use a really thin foam, you're able to do multiple layers and get multiple pieces of dimension on there, and it still go through the mail okay. If you're wanting it to really pop, then of course you're going to want to use double thick foam, which I need to get more of because I'm almost out of my Pear Blossom Press foam that I love. But the one that I use all the time is just this. This is some Scotch. I think it's like a 1/8 of an inch thick or something, and then the Pear Blossom Press is a lot thicker than that, and that's great for like when you're putting lights and things on. But I love this stuff. I use it on pretty much every card, and then I get yelled at by people if I don't. Yeah. Because I do it so
Your
much.
signature.
But anything that you can do to add a little bit of texture, even if it is in white space or solid color. This one I added just an embossing folder and part of it because it's gorgeous. It's a nice, pretty brick wall. I didn't have one like this, but yeah, just do add some texture to it, add a little bit of dimension to it, add some. Oh, I just thought of something that I've been doing lately. I did a lot at Halloween, and it was just kind of just spur of the moment, tried it out, and everybody absolutely loved it. Did you know that you can do heat embossed splatter with water? I had forgotten that one, and then people were just shocked because I was able to add gold splatter, just regular splatter onto my card with heat embossing, because everybody loves the heat embossing look, by just splattering some water on there, and the embossing powder sticks to the water because it's wet. And it just turned out so fabulous. I mean, all the cards are gone because I gave them away, but but it turned out wonderfully. There are just so many different things. Just play with your supplies and any of those little extras, gems, Nuvo drops, embossing powder, all sprays, all those things can add that little extra that people are not expecting.
Foily cardstock.
Yes,
Foil and glitter
yes.
cardstock and gems.
I mean, if you have just a plain matte cardstock, it doesn't really draw the eye as much as if you do something to it to just make it pop a little bit, whether it is inks or, well, our alcohol markers, ink blending, glitter. I love the glitter. Any of those things are going to make it pop.
Yep, I agree. Oh, Kelly's getting out her heat embossing gun. She's going to do an experiment.
I'm gonna do that splatter thing right now because that's so fun.
It works great. Absolutely.
Nice.
Now
So
I'm going
this
to have
turned
to do
into
it
like
too.
a workshop as well as a live stream.
Yes.
Why
Nice.
isn't that the
Ready.
point? Everybody that's
Yeah,
in the
cool.
chat should be at their craft desk with something out so they can play a little bit too. I mean,
True.
yeah, we're answering questions, but when we answer something, try it out. See how it works
But
for
you
you.
have the capability. Not everybody has the
Yeah, but also,
capability of,
Debbie,
like, on the
I know.
fly.
Debbie, that goes back to what you said, like in the beginning of the stream, like you're still learning.
Absolutely.
Even though I've been doing print and cut for such a long time, I'm still learning new things about print and cut.
Oh, sure.
Or even though, we've been crafting with cardstock for such a long time, we can still learn, like, just because we know a lot doesn't mean we know everything. So
Absolutely.
I love learning new things all the time. It's so much fun.
So I'm going to do some on this one. So you can see this one is a brick wall. It is the embossing folder one, but it's just red. So I'm not planning on putting everything down on my desk for y'all to see, but I'm going to do the splatter thing too on this because
So, Debbie, there's a question. Is that on Amazon item?
the embossing folder is not. I'm thinking that's what she's talking about. This one is the Spellbinders. Is that
I
the
was
product
busy
you're wanting to
grabbing
know
crap.
about?
Yeah, I'm
I
not
have-
sure.
Part.
Is that correct, Loretta? Tell us.
Yeah. Is that the one that you were looking at, or is it something else?
We'll let her
Yeah,
answer,
I know.
and I have my supplies ready if we want to do the test run on
Yay!
this.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Aaron,
You wanna-
I'm going
Aaron,
to
just
switch my.
for
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Full screen.
for
so we
this
can
one.
see.
No, I just want to say when you're pressing it, don't press too hard because the paper will probably melt into the top of the cardstock.
Yeah.
So just
Well,
Oh,
I'm
right.
I'm
kind of
using
keep it-
this.
yeah, but don't
Okay.
don't like give it a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see what it's going to do to the finish. If it's going to mattify the finish of the glitter. So this is
That's
very
why we're doing it. So
Loretta,
this was
could you
one
say
that I
that
printed
too?
off. So this was a design
So
that was on my sublimation printer that I printed off, and it
Oh,
already
hey.
has the color on there. So it's black and white, and it has kind of a watercolor look. I was making it for my maker's retreat. We were doing this with keychains. So I just snagged that, and then we're gonna tape this down so it doesn't wiggle on me.
Okay, good.
And if you guys are into sublimation and you don't have one of these yet, oh my goodness,
Let's go.
you need
Yeah.
to get one. They are so good. They're so good. So and I always get the question, do you have to use this tape? Yes, you want to use the tape. And I need to find my protective paper wherever it is. I thought I grabbed everything, but I didn't. Oh, okay. We're going to open up a new roll. So there we go. It was the one thing I forgot. Protective paper.
Oh, no.
It's okay. We can do this quickly.
Yep.
I have oodles and oodles.
I see Joyce
So-
she says that she's got embossing paste that she hasn't used yet, and she's going to use it on your stencil, Aaron. Cool.
Yes. Yes. I mean, so for the stencil and for the card that I had for this particular project,
Mute your mic,
if you
Kelly.
don't have the same paste that
Not
I
me,
have,
Debbie.
then
Somebody's using their heat gun. We can hear it in the back.
oh yeah. Let's mute everybody's because they're busy. There we go. We'll put you guys on full screen in a minute. Okay, so I'm just putting protective paper. I'm going to make a little sandwich out of it so I don't get shouldn't go through the paper, but there it
I
is.
wouldn't think so.
All right, and then I have this little guy. These things are only at $20. So if you're just new into sublimation and you're wanting to try it out, you can grab these little ones here. I have it set it as a 3. And when you're heat pressing, you don't move it around like an iron. Like you're tempted to like iron it, but just press, right? So that's all you want to do. And how long? Probably 30 seconds. That's what I usually do for keychains and whatnot. But, I've never done paper. So I'm new at this. I'm
Yeah.
looking at the clock on our live as my timer right now
Mhm.
because it's got this little red live. How long have you been live for? And then we could always do a little peak test in the middle of that. I'm not adding a ton of pressure, but I'm not doing no pressure. So I don't know if this would work in one of those automatic heat like presses where you push the button and it presses down for you. So you probably want to do this by hand.
Yeah, I would think by
All right.
hand.
I think I did about 20 seconds on that. And yes, this is hot, but it warped a little bit. I'm going to show right now. It kind of did a little bit of a warpy. See that?
Yeah.
But I can see it looks like it did something. Oh, it did it. It did it.
Yes.
This is cool. I know. Like, what the heck? All right. So there's a question about what brand of iron am I using for sublimation? This little guy is from HDV Runt. And I will say that all of the HDV Runt supplies that I have for sublimation are awesome. So where the heat tape was at, it did pull a little bit. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. There's a little bit of a pull, but look at that. I wouldn't say it's clear as a bell, but the color went on there. And maybe it's because I would need to play to see, do I need to do it longer? Do I need what is the situation? So I'm going to play over here because I'm going to see if I need to go a little bit longer with temperature or time while somebody else gets to play. So that way you're not sitting here going, what is she doing over there?
But we
But
know
it did
worked.
work.
Yeah. Cool.
So maybe more block, not so fine letters might do better. But I'm going to try I'm going to
Probably
press it again to see if
bolder.
it does better.
Not
Yeah.
super detailed images work better. I don't know.
Maybe.
But Gloria in the comments is saying that company for glitter cardstock for sublimation is Celebration Warehouse. Brilliant
Okay.
color when done. Oh, and there's the heat embossed splattery effect. Oh,
Mine
from-
did-
I'm
do
confused
anything.
on that one.
Oh, that
so
is
you
nice.
splattered the embossing powder on there and then heat impressed it?
splatter
Water.
water.
Oh,
Debbie,
Debbie's
you
muted.
muted.
Hang on.
Oh, sorry, are we on mute?
Sorry.
Oh, I'm
Okay,
muted?
go.
Okay. I just used my distress sprayer and sprayed water on there and then put embossing
shake
powder
the
over it
embossing
and just
powder
heat it up
on
just
it?
like normal. like as if the water was your embossing ink.
Yeah. Cool.
So yeah, turned out
I
pretty
like
good.
that.
Somebody
Mine
asked
didn't
about
work at
the
all.
tape I used, and yes, I do get it off of Amazon.
Yours did.
Oh,
Wait,
that's the
what did you
curious
say,
stuff.
Kelly?
Mine didn't work at all. Mine just
Oh.
it just blew all the embossing powder
Okay.
off.
Okay, here's another tip then. I tend to almost all the time, because I have AC on and that makes everything blow away. I tend to heat from the bottom first, so that the embossing
Oh.
embossing powder has a chance to start melting a little bit before I start blowing from the top. And that's on pretty much all of my embossing these days, because I'm in Florida. It's always hot, so we always had the AC on.
Okay, I'm gonna try on some of the spots where I didn't blow the stuff off. So
Yeah, and you can always add a little bit more water on or something.
Yeah. Cool.
I hope it works for you. I mean, I've been loving it. I forgot about it for a long time, and then tried it out during a live, and it's like they say, you can do what? It's like, yeah, it was cool.
Well, I'm going to change
And
the
again-
subject while Kelly does her experiment. That is cool, though. I really like that effect. So I'm going to talk about
I
foiling.
also wonder
Oh.
if it's the type of embossing powder that might be also the difference and why it's working for one and not the other.
Well,
So what brands are you both using?
Right now, I'm using Ranger, but the one that I have been using and I'm almost out of has been Old Recollections. It's like about 5-6 years old.
Cheapo Michaels.
It's worked on both. So I don't
So
know.
still no?
Didn't really work. Well, it did a little bit.
Okay, that's where you were.
Yeah.
It's not going to be a perfect, because again, it's splattered.
did.
And the water's going to
Yeah.
evaporate faster than embossing ink will,
Right.
but it still will work. And I like that she got a little bit of a distressed look there. That looks kind of cool.
Yeah.
yeah, I think also like because I went over the rest of the card, it probably blew off some of the excess from that section as well.
Ooh.
So I think I'll try it again where it's
And it may
more
have dried some of the
saturated.
water too.
It worked.
Yay!
Yay, let's
I
see
just
it.
like this entire time I was here, just like pressing it, not putting a lot of pressure, just kind of holding the press to it, just kind of like just doing this. I've just been doing this the whole time we've been chatting. So it was probably closer to a minute. And somebody else, other higher up, said that the auto press would work fine for the glitter cardstock. So if you've got one that you'd put in, not a hand one, but like an auto press one. Okay, so
How long do you put it
I
in
just
for
did-
an auto press? Just out of
but
curiosity.
look, it's starting to show the black on there.
Oh,
Oh, that's
fabulous.
nice.
Well,
So,
I
yeah.
also noticed sometimes when you use like color, it's not paper. I haven't done it on paper, but that reminds me of a bag that I've got, a sublimation glitter bag that's got a fabric that looks like
I
glitter.
can't go too close.
And it kind of had that same kind of a light impression. But that looks gorgeous.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
If you're wanting like a really kind of cool, different look,
Yeah.
that's like a whole new ball game there. Look at that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Woo!
I mean, typically when it comes to sublimation, you always want to keep it for like 90 seconds minimum. So maybe
Well, it
maybe
depends
we can,
because when I do my
Yeah.
keychains and stuff, 30 seconds, it's done. It's on a harder surface. So
really?
fabric?
Yeah,
30
I always
seconds? That's
look at
insane.
the website for the blank that I'm using to see what it says, but most of them are saying 60 or 90 seconds. But that I always check because I never know. I don't do it
So
often
if you're
enough
doing
to know it.
the hard blanks like a keychain or like it's a metal and it's got a coating on it, 30 to 45 seconds is max because it's going to take the heat better because
Okay.
it's a conductor,
Fair.
right?
Yeah.
Whereas a shirt or a fabric of some kind, that's where you need to do like the 90 seconds or a little bit longer, like the minute 30, 90 seconds, same difference, because
Makes
it's not a
sense. Makes
conductor.
sense.
So
That's good.
there's
to
your
know.
difference. So I wasn't
And
sure
also with
where paper
Oh,
would land.
Yeah. Yeah. And with the
you
metal
do a
stuff, if
lot
you
more
keep
than
the
me.
heat on too long, it would burn the sublimation ink. So then you'd start, turning your blacks into browns and your greens would then go, everything would kind of,
But like
You know, that
tumblers,
baby
I
cool
do
off the
for 180 seconds, I think. So 3 minutes.
I suppose
I mean, I
those would
flip
probably
it.
be the very low conductors.
Yeah, it must be. Because it's got the
That's
coating
cool.
on it. But that's cool. Hey, it works. All right. Yay.
Another thing we can do.
What
love
else
it.
can we try? There was another question, just going back to sublimation. They're talking about butcher paper better than copy sheets. So you can use copy paper. That works.
They said the
Butcher
copper sheets. I
Copper
think they're
sheets.
talking about the
Like Teflon?
yeah, like I think they're talking about the Teflon sheets.
Oh, the
Yeah, the
Teflon
color-
sheet.
I had that
Okay.
question a lot. Yeah.
So
Either.
I'm going to get on my little soapbox about quality versus cheapness and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Butcher paper is meant to be used by the butcher, and it can take heat, it can take all that fun stuff, but it's mostly meant to wrap your products in meat and to take home. And it can go in there if you're wanting to be budget friendly. It's not, that stuff is not meant to go in the oven. It's not meant to go up to, for Fahrenheit, up to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, which is what we're looking for. But if you are trying, if protective paper, like good quality siliconized protective paper, is out of your budget, I would say use parchment paper first, because parchment paper can go into the oven and it is oven safe and it can take that temperature without ruining your projects. So that is my 2 cents on that.
Don't use wax paper.
No, do not use wax paper. Don't use tin foil. Don't use copy paper. Can work, obviously, because we're heat pressing. Like, this is like papers work, but the paper is a little bit thicker, so you're not going to get as great as a heat press, because you're going to be going through more layers of paper to get there. So just kind of keep that in mind too.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Kelly's still working over there.
Do you agree?
I'm going to try it again.
Sublimation too.
Oh, absolutely. And the one we use the most that's kind of more in crafters, not pro, is going to be the ones from Artistry. That's what I use. I think that's probably what Erin uses.
Erin uses those, yeah.
It's a siliconized paper that is made specifically for us to use with our sublimation products. And it's there to protect your machine, protect your surface, so that you don't transfer the ink onto something else. That's just the way that it works. You can sometimes reuse a page, but if you get any ink on it, don't do it. It'll transfer to something else. Somebody was asking about sublimation paper, and I know that you guys that have got the sublimation printers, y'all have to have special paper to print on, because that's what's going to absorb it. If you're using the Artistry products instead, then you can just use copy paper, because you're just going to be drawing it on yourself. You don't have to have special. So it really depends on which kind of sublimation you're doing.
So if you're using it from a printer, I've used 2 brands. I feel like they're both fantastic. I currently am working with Koala, and I used it. It was for everything that was in my Maker's Retreat. We did with Koala brand. If it was printed from the sublimation printer, if we were just doodling on stuff, copy paper. And one of our projects for my retreat, I'm going to plug the retreat again. We did it on coffee filters. Like, we did like Art Explosion and cut them up. So for the markers and the paints and the inks and things like that, you can do it on any surface. But if you're printing from your sublimation printer, you need the specialty paper. And I've used Hippo and Koala, and they're both fantastic.
Is that so that the ink bonds better with the paper? So it doesn't flake off or anything like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I have a feeling that if it was starting to flake off
better,
like toner sometimes does, you might get smudges in places on your project.
Yeah.
I use A-Sub. It works really good.
Yeah, and A-Sub is the same company as Koala.
Oh, okay.
They're owned by the same parent company. So.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
I
use Hippo ink and A-Sub paper.
Yeah, and I've used Koala and Koala, but I have A-Sub paper, and I've used it. Like, they're all good. I think any of those companies we just mentioned, I've used all of them, and they've been great. So that's good. Somebody's saying the auto press 400 for 45 seconds, and I'm guessing that's what they're talking about for the glitter paper.
Okay.
So
cool.
I'm gonna have to do that now.
I'm writing it down right now.
I'm gonna have to do that. I need to do some of the Dollar Tree blanks that I picked up when I was trying to experiment initially that have just sat there. I need to go ahead and do them. It's going to be fun. You guys gave me another project to do. Stop it.
I know. And I'm like, the wheels are
just ask a question. That's all that happened.
Yeah, all you have to do is ask a crafter question. It's like, okay, can I do that? That would be cool.
Ooh, it looks
I'm
like
looking to see I didn't miss anybody else's questions here. Yeah. Sorry, Elena. Sorry.
Oh, no. Well, I was going to talk about foiling a little bit.
Yeah.
Just with your machine as opposed to like the hot foil.
Yeah. I think I saw someone had asked a question maybe in the last chat about the foil quill because they didn't know what it was or how it worked.
That was the last chat, yes. And we were kind of towards the end, so we'll answer that now.
Yeah. Yeah, there's all okay. So the foil quill, I had the weird dream. Okay, I know this is it is on topic though, I swear. So this tells you how like my brain is very on this whole summit thing right now. I had a dream, and maybe it's not a dream. So Erin, you can tell me that Silhouette came out with its own version of like a heat foil pen.
Oh no, they did.
Oh, okay. So maybe I saw it somewhere.
Not a dream.
and
dream.
then it was in my dream because I was like, oh, that's different from the because I have them. We are memory keepers like foil quill. I use that one, but so that works in like the scan and cut or the silhouette. Probably the Caesar. There's probably an adapter for it. I don't know. But
I
talking
would
about
guess,
cricket
and-
foiling, I don't
trying
like.
to
I'm not
remember.
great with the cricket foiler. The foiling tips, you know.
Yeah, I've heard that sometimes it's hard to get because it's a pressure sensitive. It's sometimes hard to do.
Yeah.
So I haven't tried that. I have tried the foil quill, and I got it when it was on sale at Joann's for like $15 for the
Oh, hey, there it
full
worked.
set of like
Ooh,
3 or
it
4 of
worked.
them. It was like, yay! Look at Kelly's
That was
paper.
awesome.
I'm sorry.
Nice. Yeah, really.
I'm sorry. I get excited when I see somebody did it. It's yes.
Yeah, it looks
And it's
awesome.
just plain old
I mean,
water.
Fabulous, honey.
I mean, I definitely used too much water because I was using the straw from my water bottle.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
like, definitely use
You got
something with
big
sprays.
splotches though. That is fabulous.
Yeah, but it obviously it's warped the paper quite a lot because of the water. But I mean, you could probably just place it under something
Yeah.
heavy
Run it
for
through
a
your
while.
die.
and it'll
Run
probably
it
just
through your
back
die
down.
cutting machine with no dies or anything. It'll flatten it right out.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah. But it looks pretty cool.
Yay! So it's just another
like
way
that.
to
It
add
looks
a,
like
like a little bit of
molten
extra
metal.
texture.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It did take a really long time though.
yeah, because you're drying the water and you're heating the embossing powder. But
Yes, I
it's a
think
great
with
way
the
to do it,
water,
especially
it
if
would
you're
probably go
out of
quicker.
your ink.
Yes.
Oh, that's a good
Yeah.
point. Yeah.
Glycerin works too, though. I've heard that you're able to refresh your ink pads, your embossing ink pads with glycerin and water.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, now I got to put my embossing powder back in my bottle because
Yeah.
if I don't do this
And she
right
has her
now,
card on display in
it's
the
going
back.
to end up all over the floor.
And all
Yeah,
of
it's
your
got a
cat
very
paws.
grungy look. I was trying to
Love
like
it.
for I see the paper and all I can think of is Terminator 2. So
Yes.
Well, wait till you,
You know what I
try
mean?
it
Like,
with
it's giving me
red
that-
embossing powder, because that's great for Halloween too. Red
I was
or
gonna
green.
say.
Yes. If you
Ooh.
want to have a blood splatter on your card because it's a Halloween thing, that's going to be perfect for it. And it'll
Okay,
be
so
very
Elena, when
organic
is
because you're
the
not
next
really
card
in
summit?
control of the water.
Elena, when is the next card summit?
we're all gonna be doing like these crazy techniques now in our cars.
I don't know. When do you want to have it?
Like next week?
I need 4 months
Next
minimum
week.
between the time that I get your project and the time it's ready to go. So
Oh my god.
Somebody just said red drip, so now I need another piece of paper
Yeah,
to
that's
see what
crazy.
kind of a look I can get.
kooky blood looking going.
Well, we're in Halloween territory right now.
Yeah,
so.
true.
I bet,
Absolutely.
I love my Halloween cards and stuff. So
All right, now
That
my
could be
now
cool,
my,
though, like, if
my
you-
foil thing seems really really lame compared to everything we're already doing.
no, I love it.
Well, I'm just like,
Like-
all I'm imagining now is like, a vampire and he's got his fangs and like you add
Oh,
the
nice.
water,
You'd have some
like when you
actual,
drip
like-
the water down, right? And then you put the red on there and it's like blood dripping
Kelly's
down.
like, oh my
Oh my gosh!
All right,
Do
who's
I
gonna
have
get it
red
done first?
embossing powder? I don't.
Or Mike
No.
Myers with his like mask and the
Oh, and
Does
if
he
it was
have
like a
with the
black
fangs?
and white vampire and then it was just the red that was popping, that could be kind of cool.
that would be cool. Or you could just have like fangs at the top and
Oh,
then have,
just
like the red
fangs.
blade.
Oh, Rocky
then
Horror Lips.
Okay,
Rocky
this is-
Horror Lips.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
with
yeah.
blood.
this is not heated yet, but
Ooh,
Yeah.
Whoa.
I just did some dripping down the side of the thing, and then this is old Whispers embossing powder. I
Okay.
don't even know if they sell it anywhere anymore, but that's what I've got in my
So
desk.
while
that's red.
she's heating it, we are having more info about foiling. They're curious about it. Maybe we can
Right,
go a
it's-
little bit more into explanation because we just tapped on
Okay.
it. Like, can we explain a little bit more about? We talk about this foil pen, blah blah blah. Elena, take the floor.
Okay.
Well,
what
so you can
questions do you
foil, like,
have
yeah, there's
about
the-
foiling?
Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, just type your questions about foiling in the comments so that we
Yes.
can answer them specifically. Elena, go.
Well, so foiling with the Cricut, which involves you put the foil down over your paper, you tape it down, and then you use the little tips here's my joy tip. I don't know if you can really see that. Like it sort of sticks out like that. And so it like goes over it and presses into the foil and so the pressure is what transfers the foil to the cardstock. And I'm not great with it. And I think because some of my supplies are older, like it doesn't turn out so well. So I just wanted to mention, and I mentioned this the other day too. So sorry if you were here. Like I did this card. I don't know if you can see the foil on the leaves there. And then there's foil on the sentiment. And so it didn't, like a lot of it turned out well, but some of it didn't, especially the ones on like the smaller leaves didn't turn out so great. So I discovered kind of accidentally that this pen, which is the Cricut gel tip 0.8 millimeter glitter gold, is a really good match for gold foil. And so you can just draw with this pen in the little channels because it kind of scores lines as it's foiling. So if you don't have the foil on it, you can use this pen. It doesn't fit in the Joy or the Joy Extra, but I just used it manually and just like draw over the line very carefully to just fill in. And that's actually what I did on the entire sentiment because it really didn't work. What surface works best for foiling? I would say smooth. I don't know. Anybody else have a idea?
What machine did you do that on? Were you doing that with your Joy or Extra or
the Joy Extra?
You were doing the Extra. So maybe if it was on the machine, like, is that tip made for the Joy Extra, or are you okay?
It's the Joy.
So it is
Joy
supposed
Extra.
to do that.
Works in both, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, but that card is coming in a future summit. We can plug somebody else here.
This is Bet Dow Summit.
Okay.
So holiday crafts. It'll be coming in a bit.
All right, Debbie, did it work?
Oh.
Yeah. One thing, though, I forgot to say another way that you can do this, too, is that if you want to have a thicker look on your embossing, do it a second time. A lot of times, once you're done heating it, like this part right here is a little more solid than the others. I reheated this one so that the embossing powder was still hot and melty, and poured more embossing powder over it and reheated it again. So it's like 2 layers of it. So you can still do that too, but yeah, this is all that, it's kind of creepy. I like it.
I love it.
Nice.
Yeah.
But foiling with the machine, I mean, I think like smooth is better on the machine because you're, going over it with a pen tool and like texture is going to make it skip. But what about with like a hot foil? Like
I was going to say, when it comes to the foil quill,
Okay.
the foil quill is a lot more forgiving.
Yeah.
Because the foil quill is heat application, doesn't rely on pressure. So for me, to be completely 100% honest, I hate the foiling tool. The foil transfer tool, the Cricut brand, I hate it. I think it doesn't give me consistent enough results for me to be able to rely on it without having to mess up a project 2 or 3 times before getting it perfect. So I use the foil quill because I get much better, more consistent results throughout all of the projects that I've done. Are they perfect? No, but they'll be like 95% versus Cricut where it's like 60 and then 70 and then 75 and maybe 80.
Right.
Whereas the foil quill will be like 95, 97, 100 kind of thing.
Which one did you do on your card for this class or this summit?
HTV.
Yeah.
Okay. So you did HTV.
Yeah, but if I ever were to do
foil and HTV, would you pick HTV then to get the same look?
It very much depends on the application. I mean, HTV will give you a much bolder result. And like if you're wanting to do wide areas of foiling on cards, then HTV is a lot easier.
Right.
The room for error when using HTV, like foil HTV, is a lot lower. But when it comes to foil quill, now the foil quill, I was trying to look for it while I wasn't on camera, and I don't know where my folder is of all my thingies, but I've done foil on vinyl, like printable vinyl, so you do print and cut and foil I've actually got a little course on how to do that, like the difference between the foil transfer tool, the foil quill, how to set them up, how to do them on the machine, everything. And when it comes to using the foil quill, you can use the foil quill on so many more materials than you can use the foil transfer tool. Like I've done foil quill on faux leather. You can't do that.
Hence
with
the question, is it just for cardstock?
It's not just for cardstock. Not at all. You can use it on so many more things. Anything that can kind of take the heat for the foil quill, again, not the foil transfer tool, anything that can kind of take the heat, you'll be able, within reason, you should be able to at least test out the foil quill on that. It's chef's kiss. I love it.
And then there's a whole other Pandora box of toners and then foil with the toner. And you put it through a laminator. Like that's a whole other way to get. And then there's the also like the heat press where you put the plates on it and it runs through and
hot foiling.
Hot foiling. There you go. So there's lots of ways to put stuff on cards.
I love all of those things, but I haven't used my foil quill enough. I need to do more of that. I tend to go back either to toner foiling because I got my Gina K.
Yeah, I've got those too.
Used to, well, I did discover that I thought my printer was bad. my laser printer wasn't putting enough toner down because I wasn't getting good foiling, so I just stopped doing it for a while. It was my laminator. It wasn't getting hot enough. And this is going to sound really weird. I decided, okay, I'm going to test and see if it is actually the toner or is it the foil or what's going on. I used my heat press at 310 degrees. I think I found it online. So I used my clamshell heat press to try to do foiling, and it turned out perfect. That's when I knew, okay, it's the heat. It's not it's not the printer. So if you've got an old laminator and one that's not designed to work really hot for foiling, that might be why you're not getting good results.
Oh, good to know.
And that's why it would pull up and you would get the splotchies and it would
you get the splotchies, you'd get the parts that just did not foil at all.
Right.
You'd get black that shows through. It's like, what? Because I love foil. It is one of my favorites.
I need
this
to try
out good, though. I have to show it again. Look at that. This is with two layers of.
Can I show mine too?
Yes.
I love how we all like squirreled.
I know.
Well, we went for advanced techniques, didn't we?
Yeah, absolutely. More than just tips and tricks. With actual, we're doing it.
Well, y'all were talking about pattern papers and stuff, so it's like I went into my cabinet to get a packet of digis that I haven't used that I made cards with like a year ago. And they're still sitting there for me to do more with, and I haven't finished using the one bit that I printed out. So I thought, I'll do it while we're doing this. Like, no, we got to do something else now.
But I think,
also take me down rabbit holes.
Rabbit holes are so much fun. But I think, also something that I just realized while we were busy talking now is that each one of our projects didn't necessarily turn out the way that we thought initially. And when it comes to working with advanced card making techniques, when you're trying out something advanced, we each succeeded in what we were doing and we each ended up getting it right, not necessarily the first time. It's going to happen to us all. So if something doesn't come out exactly the way that you want to the first time, just try it again. Change something, do something different, try it again, because you're trying something a little bit out of the ordinary, about out of the box. And it's not always going to necessarily work out the way that you want to. Just keep at it. I suppose that's the same for anything when it comes to these machines or anything like that. Just try something a little bit different.
I'm very much a perfectionist. I heard, who was it that said they were a recovering perfectionist? I thought I heard that. I was like, what in the world is that? Because it's not. I've tried to take the stance on what I'm still going to be a perfectionist when it comes to what I do in general. I want whatever I'm doing, no matter what it is, to be the best I can do. But I have started trying to go by the 80-20 rule. I'm trying to make myself say it's good enough and stop. Because sometimes when you keep going, you just screw up everything that was wonderful about what you just did.
That too. Or you never show anybody because it's not perfect. Actually, like a little bit of a segue, next week is the Crafting for Profit camp. And my workshop at the Crafting for Profit camp is progress over perfection. Why being perfect is holding you back. in your
Yeah.
crafting, because we're always sitting there thinking, oh, I just need to change this. Oh, I just need to change that. I just need to do that. I can't show anybody yet. It's not perfect. Like, no, none of that here.
You just
None
gave
of
me
that.
another
Just
thought.
paper.
That's probably
Pristine.
why I've gotten to the point
100%.
where I'm willing to say it's good enough. It's because
Yeah.
I put so much on my plate that if I don't, I'm not going to get done with any of the things. I won't get all the stuff done that I have too much to do.
Well, and oh shoot, I lost my train of thought.
It's
I'm
fine.
old. Go ahead.
This,
It'll come back to me all of
This
a
heat
sudden. Yeah, what's your heat
This
gun?
heat embossing gun works well for me. It's white and it's got a blue little thingy on the end. It's perfect.
I have the Tim Holtz.
No, I have.
Ranger
There's
one.
no name brand, but it's just a little embossing gun. The Tim Holtz one is also really nice. I
Yeah,
think that's the
got
one
that
that
one.
Debbie has.
So I will caveat with, it depends on where in the world you are, because
Yes.
there is such a thing as different types, like there's different plugs in different parts of the world.
Yes.
And United States, when it comes to how much power can come through in the Tim Holtz one, the Tim Holtz from the States, it's got a different power than the Tim Holtz that you would get over in UK.
Oh,
That makes sense.
It is more
Okay.
powerful in the UK. So it takes 4 times longer to heat it with the one from the States comparatively to the one from the UK. I don't know what South Africa uses. I'm not sure what plug you have. Do you have
The
these
same as-
plugs?
UK voltage.
Okay. So your Tim Holtz one is so much better than the ones that we can get here in the States. I've been
I like
rocking
it.
my old Marvy Yukuda that my mother-in-law gave me from the 90s.
I
Oh,
had
yeah.
that one until it died.
Yeah,
It
mine
has
broke.
not died, and I'm like, don't die, don't die.
Touch wood,
But I
Vicky,
also
touch wood.
have
I had my first
wow
one was the
one.
old
That works.
Doris, and then I went to the Marby, and then I went to the Wagner when the Marby died. And I was gifted one from Aaron. I got one from Scorch Marker.
Oh, I have that one too, but I don't use it
Yeah,
on
and if you
paper.
put it
I
on
only
low,
use that
you
from
can use
storage.
this for heat embossing, but you can also use this for doing the wood burning thing with the Scorch Marker stuff. So it's like,
Yeah, well, that's a
use
whole
what?
other
It's,
can
of
yeah,
worms.
it's a whole other
It's a
thing.
whole-
Yeah.
Well, that's
I might do that
that's
for
an
next year's
advanced
summit.
technique. But that doesn't really work on cardstock.
I actually was able to do the Scorch Markers on cardstock, and I was
Oh,
shocked.
really?
It didn't burn
Cool.
it. It just wound up
nice.
making those. But I mean, I'm thinking you can get much better result and everything with markers and all the other things. But it did work, and somebody wanted the card when I when I did it. It's like, okay, you can have it. I just drew
But-
something on there with the marker and then heated it up, and it worked. I was shocked.
Okay, so
There's a lot of
I
good ones
remembered
out
my
there, is the
thought.
bottom line. Yeah.
So this is
Elena's thought.
My little pep talk. So I believe that handmade cards, or handmade anything really, are supposed to be imperfect. They are going to be
True.
imperfect. There's no way to not make them perfect. And because the imperfections is kind of what is showing your personality through the card. And if you're sending that to someone who is so nitpicky that they're going to look and see the tiny mistakes that you're noticing, that's their problem.
And they don't get
deserve
another
one
card.
from you
And they don't
again.
deserve the card.
They don't-
Yeah.
If they
Yeah.
complain,
Yeah.
Vivi
they're
and I
not
have the
getting another
same.
one.
Heck yes.
So,
They're X'd off my list.
Yes.
so let it just let it go.
Ungrateful.
It'd be like I think I did a one for an upcoming the scrapbooking fun summit that's like totally off center. But I'm like, you know what? Looks good. It's done.
Oh yeah.
It's intentionally dysregulated, you know.
Unsymmetrical on purpose. No, I don't know.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
but that's cool.
Someone said that they got a heat tool from Let's Resin. Worked great for
Oh.
popping bubbles in resin, but they haven't tried it for heat embossing. So what do I say? Do it.
Try it.
Just try it and see.
Try
You're
it.
not gonna know if yours works with it until you try it. And if it doesn't, get another one.
I would think the
probably don't
resin
need
one might
another
be
one. It's
really
probably gonna
hot,
work.
though. But I don't know.
Actually, when we did resin, we were doing a resin countertop, and I had to give my husband my heat gun because he wanted to keep on popping the bubbles.
I was about to highlight that one as well, Erin. Happy. There's no such thing as mistakes. There are only
Yes,
happy accidents.
Yeah.
there are
Gotta get our Bob
opportunities
Ross
for
on.
embellishment.
Yeah.
Yep.
If it bugs you
You know,
too much,
and-
put a sequin or something on it.
Sometimes when you're creating and you make those mistakes and you step away from them and you don't get too much in the, oh crap, I made that mistake. That was not what I intended. Step away from it for a second, come back. You're like, oh, that was actually kind of cool. And it
Yeah.
could lead you down a rabbit hole of,
Yeah.
I like that better. and almost like
Exactly.
a new line of technique that you didn't even think to go there with.
Right.
So
So when you mess something up, you don't necessarily have to like toss it and try again.
Exactly.
You could just think, how can I adapt this and still make it work?
Here's what's worse.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you do go back to readapt it and you try to fix what you think was wrong, it doesn't turn out as good as it was the first time around. And it's like, well, that was a mistake.
So at least hold on to the first one before
Exactly. Hold
Yeah,
on to it
like
for a while. See.
unless like I spilled my drink and it went all over the
Well, right,
project,
yeah.
like that was not intentional.
That would be a
or-
cool effect too, though.
Although, yeah,
No,
You'd have splatter. You'd have coffee or
Yeah.
soda splatter.
If you
some
spill
heat
water
emboss
on
it
your
really
drink,
fast.
grab your embossing powder.
Yes, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
that would smell really weird with like Coke Zero, like heat embossing Coke Zero with embossing
Oh my
powder.
God.
Scented card.
Scratch and sniff.
Yeah, it's a scented card. That's what I was thinking.
Oh my god! Now I want to try that to see if it does make it scratch and sniff. Let's go.
Grab your Coke Zero.
Oh my goodness! Oh my lord!
Oh, that's so fun.
Well, so this got pretty silly awfully fast. We're over it. We're over an hour already.
We're over the hour. That's why we're
Yeah.
silly. You know.
Yeah,
I loved it. I
love
could keep going for the rest of the afternoon, but probably shouldn't.
I got a couple.
Why do you
things
think
to
it
get
came
ready.
back? Y'all are fun.
Hopefully, we gave people good ideas. Not sure
Or
how many
at
tips
least we
gave
gave
them,
you
but,
hope.
yeah. Say that again?
At least we gave you hope because if we can do this, you can do this.
Right.
Our crazy brains.
Yep.
Yep.
Love it.
That's where the best ideas come from, though.
Yes,
Yeah. And
definitely.
how you learn. So, well, there's a really quick question I'm seeing here. What brand of the iron are you? Oh, you said what you were using for the sublimation. I have like a knockoff from Amazon. Well, for a little mini press, and it works too. Works great.
Yeah,
Mhm.
mine was HDV Ron. It was 20. It was like 19.99, and there was three
Yeah,
different color
I think
options.
it's like
So I picked
it's like
teal.
20. Yeah, that's what I have in my. That's what's in my cart. I think it's like 22 right now. But I think is it
Okay.
another Amazon deal days or something? Coming
Yeah,
up?
Prime Days are coming up
Like
next
right
week.
around the
6 or 7
corner.
in a couple of days. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll probably wait until then to
Yeah.
check out them. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I do still need a little one.
No, well then, hey.
Yeah. I like the little one, but you know, if I'm doing lots of sublimation, now that
You
I
need
have
your
my
big one.
auto press, it's great.
Yeah.
But
You know
and don't
what?
forget to
God-
watch all the videos for today. Your card is up today, right, Elena?
Yep.
Who else's is up today?
Sewing
So
on your
I like the
card.
sewing.
Yeah,
That's
I have
totally
to watch
advanced.
that one to
So
see how you
cool.
created that. That's gonna be cool. That's gonna be cool.
I will see. Like I used to get the Stitch Club or whatever from Spellbinders.
I've got
and I was
I've got
obsessed with
stitch
it.
dies, but
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of them. So, and I like that you made something custom. So,
Mm-hmm.
say you don't you're not into whatever the stitch die design was that
Right.
was out this month, you can make your own,
Yeah.
and I like that idea.
And
I really like.
I'm
that
always
idea.
into like less expensively.
Yeah.
So I wanted to see like, could you even do it? Like, could you cut the hole small enough on the machine to make it work?
Well, it worked,
And it did.
and it wouldn't tear
But it
between
took
them
some
too.
time to figure it out.
Well, I can imagine
Awesome.
that.
But I want to do some more. You know.
I'm just curious, how many trials did you do before it worked?
I think I had 3.
Okay, that's not bad.
It wasn't too bad because I was close. Well, what I did was I took the Spellbinders die and I measured the holes, and then I tried to make the holes that same size, but it didn't quite. They cut bigger, and so I was like, "What's going on?" So then I offset it inside again. Still too big. Offset it inside again. It worked. But then I had two. I made 3 other versions of the stitch sweater to see like what would work the best.
I like it. Here, I'm gonna put you on big screen so we can see them up close.
Those are so
Cute.
cute.
So cool.
I love those.
So this was like no coloring at all, just the stitching.
Mhm.
This was like I colored everything. So I colored the green, the gold, and the face, and then stitched over it. And then this, I only colored the face.
I
And
love
this is my
those.
favorite.
I agree.
I do like the face colored, but I like the some of the, like if you did bands, I don't know, like if you just did the gold or something, I don't know. they're all pretty. They're all cute. I like the face colored in. That one's nice.
Yep.
I think that the middle one, the one where you've colored the sections, would look really nice if you used a contrasting thread color. So like if you used green at the bottom and then white thread.
Yeah.
That would
be
super
cool.
That would be fun.
That'd be really good.
Okay,
like with
ideas,
red
guys,
and-
for when you make yours, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody in the chat has to do something different.
Post it in the Facebook group. I want to see them.
Yes.
Please,
You want to see them.
pictures, please. It's like the highlight of our day. We
It really
love
is. It really is.
I get so tickled every time I see that somebody made my card or a version of it. It's like, you did that? Oh my God, that's so cute.
Yeah.
I love it.
I will have to say,
And they
I
all do it
probably go in.
differently. It's just
I go in the Facebook group and I go to images just to see if there's a new one that pops up that's got something related to mine. Every day I've been going in.
I need to do that more. I keep searching for my name and I don't see my name.
No, I just go to images.
No, there was a couple of yours. But I wanted to say,
all of them.
as I noticed in the comments, Becky made your card, Erin, but she did it upside down. I love it. Like, I love how she said that she's going to say something about like how the world has gone upside down. I'm like, I just think that is a way that you take your mistake and you adapt it to something even cooler. In my opinion.
I probably would have ripped it off and flipped it, but that's just me.
So Delaney is wanting to cheat and use her embroidery machine to make your card.
Oh,
why not?
That's a great idea. Try
Give
it.
it a shot.
Let us know.
Absolutely.
Why not?
Like I said, you don't know if it's going to work until you give it a try, and that would probably
that
work.
would be cool.
Yeah,
That would be cool.
Yeah.
That would be
Very
really
cool.
cool.
Very
I would use a
cool.
really
And you
thick
could probably
cardstock.
get it like
but
way more like filled in and more detailed than just the like straight little cross stitching I did in straight stitch.
but like even fabric on cards is so cool too.
Yeah.
Like there's just so many. That's what I love about cards. Is like there's nothing that's out of the realm of possibility that you can put on a card.
That's true.
Everything's fair.
And Erin's tried just about everything on a card, I think.
Yeah, it could be.
Pretty much.
Except for Coke Zero, so we're waiting for that one.
Well, yeah.
yeah. Well, I need to get a refill. It's pretty much out. So you know.
Nice.
Cool.
All right, we should.
I
wrap
need to
it
go
up.
because I got to get stuff ready for all the
Yep.
winners that we're going to be announcing. I got to
Yep.
get that stuff loaded. So
Oh yeah. So okay, quick tips here. We've got one more. The card and machine troubleshooting session at 4 p.m. Eastern time, and then at 8 p.m. Eastern time we have the wrap up party, and that is where we will announce however many winners I get from the various speakers for their giveaways. And I also wanted to point out that if you have been thinking about getting the VIP pass, like upgrading your ticket, you want to have more time to watch all this, the price of that is going to go up at midnight tonight. It will be, so it's going to go from $49 to $59 tonight, and then it's going to be $59 for 1 week, and then it's going to go to $99. So if you're thinking about it, do it now.
get it now.
Think quickly.
Yeah, think quickly.
I love how in the middle of all this, we're talking about wait, Cubs, baseball.
Nice. Loretta, you're in Colorado. Why do you care about the Chicago
Debbie is
Cubs?
asking what the Facebook group is that we're talking about. Debbie
Oh,
Brogan.
okay. So if you've just jumped on and you don't know what we're here for, this is for the card making with SVGs.com summit. And so the Facebook group, what are you playing it? Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Where's it over here for me? I don't know. And so run the crawl bar.
Oh, I forgot to
So
put
the
that on.
Facebook group is for the summit. There you go. So you can search for card making with SVGs Plus on Facebook if you want to just join the club. Because today's the last day of the summit, unfortunately, so it ends today, October 4th, 2025, if you're watching later. But the Facebook group will be around. I'm going to be really concentrating from now on in my business on card making. So I'll probably have stuff in there too, like in between the summits. So should be fun.
Yay.
Everybody's going go Cubs. So apparently Loretta is originally from Chicago. That's why she's saying go Cubs.
Oh, I lived in Loretta and I have a lot in common. Like
There you
she lives in
go.
Western Colorado. I live in Denver. I lived in Chicago for 7 years. She's from Chicago.
There you go.
I love
There you
Chicago.
go. Who are they playing against? I don't even know.
I don't follow baseball. So, yeah. All right, we got to go. Thanks, you guys.
Thanks so much,
This is the last time I'm
everybody.
going to see.
Bye, everybody.
Last time I'm going to see
Bye,
Debbie.
guys.
Also, Kelly, I'm seeing you at 4, right? Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
We'll be back.
All right. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.